Single-action revolvers are a bit of old-school cool that many shooters still appreciate today. We wanted to take a look at the best modern options out there for the folks that still love these classic guns. Our overall pick is, of course, the reliable, beloved, and incredibly classic Colt single-action Army Peacemaker. But there are a ton of other great options out there that are great as well and less expensive. I've been shooting these guns since I was around 9 or 10 years old, and my first gun was actually a Ruger Single 6. Which we'll get into in just a minute, so this is something near and dear to my heart as well. Let's get started with some recommendations. Number 5. Ruger Super Blackhawk. Fluted cylinder. Best for hunting. The Super Blackhawk line is beloved by plinkers and competitors alike. But where it really shines is on the hunt. Hunting with a revolver is a great option to take out medium to large-size game with a compact and easy-to-carry weapon, and is an interesting challenge as well. The Super Blackhawk is also very popular among those that need a handy weapon for bear defense, or for dealing with large or dangerous animals in general. The Super Blackhawk is chambered in classic 44 Rem mag, making it easy to source ammo for as well. This is also a great option for target and bullseye shooting, and is one of the more affordable high-end single-action options on the market. But it really shines for hunting and dealing with large or dangerous game. There are numerous scope mounts available for scout-style optics as well. The Ruger Super Blackhawk is a great option for hunting and defense. It is comparatively affordable and easy to use. It is mostly available in 44 Rem mag though. Number 4. Cimarron Firearms Evil Roy Revolvers. Best competition. Cimarron's Model P for Peacemaker style revolvers are already popular among cowboy action shooters. The Evil Roy competition version kicks things up a notch with some popularly requested features, making this a great competition-ready gun right out of the box. It features a wide square notch rear and constant width front sight to facilitate the quick shooting that cowboy action competition is known for, as well as a lightened trigger and hammer springs, a tuned trigger to eliminate creep, and reinforced internals for reliability. The design and upgrades of these revolvers were tested and designed by world champion SASS competitors, particularly Gene Evil Roy Percy. They also include a US-made competition hammer for faster lock times and better overall function. There is also an Evil Roy signature on the barrel that is roll engraved, and you have the option of a 5.5-inch or 4.75-inch barrel to choose from. You also have a few different SASS-ready calibers to pick between, as well as blued or stainless finishes. Altogether, these upgrades combine to give you rock-solid competition performance in cowboy action shooting right out of the box, which is a huge time saver over having another gun customized by a gunsmith. It's also a huge financial gain because high-end custom work like this could easily run you twice as much if you commissioned all the work yourself. Add in the fact that this gun was tuned, tested, and rebuilt a few times from the ground up by some of the most skilled cowboy action shooters on the planet, and you've got the best possible option for an off-the-shelf competition-ready cowboy action gun. All that said, this is just a really great gun overall. It's a blast to shoot, and is very accurate, with one of the nicest triggers on the market right now. Even if you aren't interested in competition, this is still a great gun to have in the collection, and great fun to have out on the range. Number 3. Ruger Single 6. Best Rimfire. For more serious rimfire lovers, the Ruger Single 6 is a great option, especially if you want something you can tinker with and mod. The Single 6 has a huge amount of aftermarket support available, and is one of the most popular rimfire revolvers on the planet. Ruger offers a good bit of customization from the factory as well. For instance, you can swap the barrel out with just a single set screw, letting you go from anywhere from a 4-inch barrel to a 16-inch barrel in just a few minutes. As with any rimfire firearm, ammo is cheap and plentiful, with very low recoil that is almost unnoticeable in this relatively hefty firearm. This is a great first gun for a shooter of any age, and is a great training tool even for experienced shooters. It has improved internals for increased accuracy and reliability, and is one of the most consistent and dependable 22 long rifles firearms you can get today. If you need something that won't jam, even with the cheap target or soft point ammo, this is a great option. It doesn't suffer from feeding issues, like you get with 22 long rifles, semi-autos feeding cheap rounds. And if you get a light primer strike or a misfire, you can simply recock the hammer and move to another chamber with a fresh round. It's also great for dispatching small pests and even squirrel or rabbit hunting if you're looking for something you can keep on your hip or in your pack. This is a great choice for that sort of thing, and is a fun option for the added challenge as well. Number 2. Ruger Wrangler. Best budget. If you want a cheap and cheerful single action as a plinking or range toy, or as a simple and reliable way to do away with small pests, or maybe even as a holdout survival hunting tool in a go bag, then the Ruger Wrangler is definitely the best option around. Frequently available for under $200. This 6-shot 22 long rifles is simple and stripped down, but very effective. It features an old-school loading gate and a transfer bar safety, and is available in a variety of Cerakote colors, so you can personalize it a bit according to your tastes. It's very accurate for its price and caliber, and we had no problems blasting cans and clay pigeons at 20 yards with it. The grips are simple injection molded plastic from the factory, but there are aftermarket grips available, as well as special run and limited edition models with wood grips. This actually takes the same grip panels as the incredibly popular Ruger Single 6, so there are different third-party grip options out there for you to pick from. The cylinder frame is aluminum alloy, which is lighter than steel, but still plenty strong for this application, and it features a great 1 in 14 inches twist, which is perfect for stabilizing a light bullet like most target-focused 22 long rifles rounds. This can help prevent cheap ammo from tumbling, which is great. It is a little heavy, about 30 ounces for most frame styles, but revolvers tend to be on the heavy side, so we can't fault it for that. All in all, this is a great affordable little revolver, and its charm and performance have made it a crowd favorite in the value segment. Number 1. Colt Single Action Army Peacemaker Revolver. Best overall. Our top overall pick is the Colt Single Action Army Peacemaker, one of the most long-lasting and revered firearms on the planet. It was produced for most of the late 1800s and early 1900s, and there was an outcry when Colt took it out of production. Thankfully, they eventually brought it back, and it's been in production ever since. It's definitely not the cheapest option on this list, but it is arguably the best made and the most reliable single-action revolver. Samuel Colt set the firearms world on fire with the original Peacemaker design, and his impact and legacy can still be felt today through this awesome design. It's still chambered in that classic 45 long Colt for that true Old West experience. The SAA Peacemaker is a great option for collectors, competitors, or anyone who just wants to own a revolver with a legacy that goes all the way back to Wyatt Earp, Dot Holliday, and Bat Masterson. This is the quintessential single-action revolver, and it's available in various finishes and barrel lengths, so there's something for everyone, no matter what you might be looking for in your revolver. And that is it. Regardless of what you are looking for, I'm certain that at least one of these will suit your needs. Consider hitting that like button if you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode.